The Knicks on Sunday, important win. Outstanding final 6 minutes. What do you think the key was?
Yeah, no, I think for us, the game obviously was our defense. I mean, I think we did a good job of it. Obviously, hitting shots. I mean, I think we got 3. But the biggest thing else was our combined effort on defense, man. We can hold, guys like Brunson Towns, the better players to their numbers, especially in that late. It's going to do well for the rest of the team.
You played a lot of minutes. I think you were matching Towns' minutes, but is that just conditioning, being ready for days and situations like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that given our situation, I got ready for anything, and just stepping up, taking the charge. I'm not complaining. This is what I train for, get my body ready for. So just roll with the punches and do what I need to do.
People have been talking about Tyrese kind of waiting in for have that breakout game. Was that it?
I think consistency is going to keep it tight. I think that he's capable of having those games night in and night out, but he just has to go out there and do it. And I think that his mindset has shifted. I think he's trying to get fouled more. He's been more vocal. He's obviously hitting shots, but I think it is a mindset thing for him. You're not going to make him, make or miss. To make or miss the league, you're not going to make shots every night. But as long as your mindset's sharp, you're going to be fine.
How did you talk about just how talented Ben is, but also trying to make him fit, basically, how fast the ball moves. He did a lot of catch and shoot and a lot of quick decisions. I mean, was that game a lot of just kind of the vision of what you guys had and what were you sort of hoping for?
Ben is a special player because I think you can kind of just fit him into any situation and he's going to be himself. I think that's his biggest attribute, his biggest strength is, when it comes to the system, it's a matter of, moving the ball, making quick decisions and whatnot. But at times you just need a bucket, as someone who's dependable. And I think he's proven that. So I think it's just a matter of Ben being himself.
When him and Tyrese are both playing like that, you still were able to score, but how did you go about finding your spots or being able to, get to the shots that you want in a game like that?
Again, make or miss. I think I've done a good job of getting shots lately. Just haven't been making as much as I like, but that wasn't the case on Sunday. So if I can keep repeating performances like that, I'll be fine. Just pick and choose my spots.
Enrique was talking about watching you to study some of the stuff you do for himself when he's out there. What have you seen and kind of told him about how he's done so far through 10 games?
The biggest thing I told him is that your energy is just contagious. It's infectious. When you go out there, you can make it for a lot of stuff, make it for a lot of ground. Just by simply talking, just by simply being active, moving the way he does. So he's someone I like. I really like the way I saw him in summer league. And I knew right away he could make an impact. But similar to myself in rookie year, you just never know when your numbers will be called. And he's someone who's been able to go out here and play early. So his trial by fire is just good for him. And I think it's someone's going to help us down the line. Just got to go out there and just get through it. There's no better teacher than experience, and I would say he's getting that early.
You mentioned just the situation you guys were in. Obviously, Enrique's had to play, Quenton's had to play, Johnny's had to play a little bit. What's impressive about how those guys have handled, like you said, being thrown into the fire and having to take on some tough situations, especially as they on guys like Brunson? How do you think they've just done what stood out to you about how they've handled the challenge?
Yeah, someone like Quenton, man. I feel like he's just someone, he says it all the time, it's TTG, he's trained to go. And I think that he's been, he's shown that since training camp. We've thrown him in a million different scenarios, and he's never complained once. And I think he's done an amazing job handling it. Even last year, at certain times we get in games and mixed up a little bit. So he's someone who's very talented, and someone I think he's trying to make his way in this league. And I think he's got off to a good start. So first he's someone who's got to get out there. Once he finally gets his touches, gets his experience, things will go well for him. But he's long, he defends, he's 6'8", he can shoot the ball. I think he's gonna be just fine.
I might not get it. I talked to you before Friday, but the first in-season tournament NBA Cup game is Friday. Looking back at last year, how big was that entire experience, and maybe did it exceed your expectations you had going into it?
I didn't know what to expect from it. Yeah, I think it truly was something that was special for the fans. Even the courts and just the way we were able to go to Vegas and have as much success as we did. I thought it was dope. Just hoping to repeat on that success this season, and whatever happens, throw the ball up, go out there and hoop.
Back to Sunday, being a contributor in such a high-profile, high-energy game, what were your thoughts on that experience?
Obviously super happy with what I was able to do, but just excited, just happy I can impact winning. That's been my goal here, so whatever they need me to do for our team and whatever we got to do to win, and especially for that game. It's a big rivalry game in New York, so I'm good.
There's been different games where you never know, but now with the injuries that this team is dealing with, what's your preparation like? Pre-game, how focused are you once this game starts?
Yeah, I mean, my preparation has never changed, Even when I'm not, they don't call my name, or when they call my name, I gotta stay ready for both. So keeping the same preparation that I've had every game and just being ready to impact winning on both ends of the floor.
Myles specifically, what has he done or told you and helped you in this process?
Oh, definitely just how to rebound, where to be at on the ball screen coverage, just seeing things, how fast the pace the game is, and him help me out and give me a piece of advice on ball screen, where to be at on defense, how to make the offense flow better. He's so good at it. So just listen to him and his advice in that term has helped me when I get out there and, limit my mistakes, as a rookie. So it makes me look good. So.
What do you learn in game to game? I mean, basically, obviously, you said you try to bring the same energy and everything.
Yeah.
You obviously got to be finding stuff out in terms of what works, what doesn't, what people can burn you on. Just what have you picked up with these appearances?
Yeah, well, I mean, with each game, obviously for me, I think the game is slowing down a little bit more, getting more reps at it. And then second, I think that, each team is so unique in their skill set and their matchups, and just knowing what to do for each team. I think for New York, it's high, being up to touch on the ball screen is big because they have great guards. Or knowing when to set the screen, when to roll out the screen early. So just those small details in each game, I think I'm just getting better at.
Talked about some of this stuff a little bit, but for rookies, sometimes when they're out there, it can be a lot of thinking about what you're doing versus just playing. How have you kind of struck that balance so far? Do you feel like you're getting through the thinking too much phase?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just reps, number one, and I just think as a player, I watch a lot of film. I try to ask the coaches to watch some extra film, so that has helped me with the overthinking and just being able to make those 0.5 decisions when you get the ball or when you're on defense. So I would say film for sure.
You watch it yourself, or do you watch other guys, see what they're doing, and try to get both?
Myself, other guys, or like you said, watching Myles, see what he does, Pascal, Walker's been a good leader to me, so everyone, yeah.
You would hear from anybody at Akron during this run of games playing?
Oh yeah. I hear from them all every day.
When you talk about social, what have you liked about what you've done so far? And what are some things that you look at and say, man, that's got to be better? What's the self-evaluation?
I'd say for me, last game there was a few possessions where I'm just running, moving a little too fast. For me as a rookie, I think everyone's moving so fast, so I'm moving as fast as everything else. So taking those little moments in the possession or defense to just slow down, and goes back to what you're saying, just making a smarter read or just eliminating mistakes.
About Benedict's block and defensive stance?
Yeah, you can. I think Ben showed tremendous effort on that block and his defensive stand. He's been making a better effort this year to play on both sides of the ball. So I think, overall in the beginning of the season, he's been doing well.
For you to make contributions in such a big, high-profile game, what did that mean to you on Sunday?
I don't know. I kind of just take it day by day. I pat myself on the back when I can, but at the end of the day, there's more work to be done. We as a team still need to grow, and we still got more work to do. So, you celebrate the little wins, but, we get right back to it.
Rick said this morning on the radio he singled you out for the energy that you'll bring, knowing whenever you get to the court, you'll bring a lot of that. Is that something you've always kind of hung your hat on?
Yeah, I kind of just pride myself on it, just being hungry. Just every time I step on the court, making sure that I take advantage of every opportunity put in front of me. I think that's just kind of how I've grown up. So it's not anything I have to force myself to do. It's more just kind of like instilled in me.
How much have you been waiting for chances like these last couple of games? And to that end, how have you kind of prepped or thought about before games what you want to do when you do get these chances?
Well, I've been kind of just thinking for a long time. This is my third year. Been on a couple different two-ways, so this is kind of a test that I've seen before. So it's not really necessarily new to me, but, just going in there and being aggressive. For me, it's just like, I don't really worry too much about the offensive end. I just want to impact the game and impact winning. So if that means I need to be playing defense and fighting over screens and doing all the little stuff, then that's what I'm going to do.
You hit the ball so much with the Mad Ends last year. Now you're kind of on and off playing with TJ or other guys. Is that unique to you, or do you feel like you've kind of been ready to go in both roles there?
I've been ready to go in both roles. Throughout my career, I've kind of had to play every position in every role. So I think that alone has kind of prepared me for this right here. So me not having the ball in my hand is not really that big of a deal. Like I said, I just want to impact winning however that is.
The last two games you've had to take on big-time defensive assignments when you've been out there. You were guarding Jalen on Sunday, and you're doing from a little bit on Friday, what that was now. Just what do you think you've done well in those assignments? Basically, what's it been like to prepare for those? I guess especially on Friday, you're looking in Charlotte, you even have a sense that can happen considering the late scratch. What do you think you've done well, and what's it been like to just jump in on those assignments?
I I ain't gonna lie, it's been pretty cool to jump in on those assignments. You know, kind of just watching these guys play for a while, you kind of get to know the names. But at the end of the day, when I step on the floor, I don't see none of that. You got to go at me just like I got to go at you. So at the end of the day, I just want to sit down, I want to guard, I want to be a dog. Whoever my matchup is, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do what I can